Hey, book friends, welcome back to Books I Read. I'm Sheila and I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my book channel. And as you read the title today, you know that this is an unhaul. I believe I am unhauling 51 books, something like that. Books are always coming in, books are always going out. I get books, given to me. I trade books to others. I pass books forward when I'm done reading them, that kind of thing. If I can find someone locally that likes to read, or if I encourage others to start reading. And we read a lot here in our house. My husband and I read a whole lot because we do not have cable, Netflix, or Hulu. We just don't. We got rid of those some time ago. So reading is our big thing. I don't buy a lot of clothes or makeup or the norm, I guess you could say, or what a lot of other people do. Most of our money goes into our house, food, or a little bit of entertainment. Very little goes into entertainment. I told my husband, compared to like bills and food and projects on the house, you can't even tell when we spend money on books because it's so small, because of where I shop for my books. But anyway, without further talking, let's get on with this haul. I'll see you at the end. Hey, book friends. Today is Saturday, April 27th, and I have a book haul. These books were given to me some time ago. They've just been sitting in my van. I haven't went through them or took them out of the van because, well, I just didn't. And because the van was broke down, so I forgot about them too. So I'm going to go through these with you guys so you can see what has come into my home. And then I will show you an unhaul. I actually have 2 unhauls to 2 different local people. And then I also have, an unhaul to the trade store. So I have 3 unhauls I am doing. So let's get to this. The first book is Jean Green's Family Pictures. New York best-selling author of Another Piece of My Heart. I don't know if I will keep some or all of these books. I have no idea if they're going to be something I want to read or not. Like this one, John Cena, World Wrestling Champ. Probably not. So I know who, it'll be the one lady that I give a box of books to. Lorraine Snelling, A Dream to Follow. Anything that's like Western, I probably won't read it. I know these are more of the Lorraine Snelling, Daughter of Twin Oaks, Sisters of the Confederacy. So this will probably go to one of the ladies that I'm giving the unhaul to. And then Brian Jacks, Lord something, Broketree. So probably her as well. Here's another Lorraine Snelling, A New Day Rising, because these just aren't something that I would want to read. Danielle X, Demons and Druids, James Patterson, and Adam Sandler. I didn't know Adam Sandler wrote a book. What's this one? Fellowship of the Ring. I know who I'd probably give this one to because her they're married now. Her husband will probably read that. That's what I'm trying to say. James Patterson, Gone, and Michael Ledgewood, a Detective Michael something film or thriller. Okay, I can't talk nor read today. Another land. So that'll go to a lot of these are going to go to the one lady. The Living End, Lisa Sampson. Maybe this one I would keep. Lori Copeland, The Drifter. And James Patterson, Kill Alex Cross. And Showdown by Ted Decker. This one I might keep. So far I might keep maybe 2 or 3 of these books, and then the other ones will go to the one lady so far because I think she might be more interested in that. John Sanford, Winter Prey. So those are all the books in this particular haul that's come into the house. So now I'm going to set up both ladies' boxes, and I'll show you what I'm going to go ahead and give to them and what I'm keeping and all that jazz. Hi, book friends. Okay, so I'm back because I've been getting books together. Okay, so out of the haul that you've seen me bring into the house, I have kept 4 of those books Only 4. I'm going to see if I want to read them or not. I don't know yet. I might still pass them on. And then these books over here, I'm going to give to the other lady. And I've read these. This whole stack I've already read. And I figure if I ever wanted to read these particular books again, I could read them off the library app. But for now, I don't think I'm ever going to want to reread them. I have book 2 and 3. I actually read book 1 off the library app. And this is J.A. London's After Daybreak. So, and I can't trade these in because I purchased them from the library book sale. So if they're purchased from like thrift books, which if you've never heard of thrift books, thriftbooks.com is a good place to get books. Most of their books are like $3.79 and up. And sometimes thrift books gives you really good coupons. And they always have free shipping. I think it's like $10 or over, it's free shipping. So Thrift Books offers that. So it's a little bit different than Book Outlet. But because I have bought these from the library book sale, I can't trade them. So she won't trade. So these 2 are going to the one lady. And then I read these 2 books. I'm pretty sure it's just a duology. I didn't see another book. Memory Boy and the Survivors by Will Weaver. This book I could actually trade at the trade store if I wanted to, but this one I can't, and I'd like to keep it together and let somebody, read it as a series. So I'm going to pass it on to this lady because the one lady likes to read a lot like I do. The other lady has a different taste, so that's why I think the other box of books will be good for the other lady. And then I already have this book because I have a volume. So My Soul to Save, I have it in like a 2 books in one kind of thing. So I'm going to pass this one on to her. It is a book 2, and it is falling apart a little bit, but maybe she can still, get some love out of it. And then I read this whole Mari Mancusi's A Blood Coven vampire series, Bad Blood. I read this whole series when I had Kindle Unlimited for a trial thing. I had it for 3 months for 99 cents. So I read the whole series. I actually read a couple series on there when I had it for 99 cents. So I'm going to pass this on to her. Not only that, I can't trade it. And then I can read this series. I stopped, I think, at book 6. It's called the House of Night series by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. But I've read all of these. I have read them all. And I'm on book 6. I don't have book 6 anyway. I only have, up to book 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I only have books 1 through 5 here. So I'm already on book 6, so I will have to go to the library app anyway or find that book or whatever. So I'm just going to use the library app. I've already read all these, and I can't trade them, so I'm going to pass them on. I just got to get some paperwork out of this one, I noticed, because I always put, receipts and stuff. This one was a Dollar Tree book, and I don't know. It's one of those, what do you call it? I want to say smut or erotica, but it wasn't all that. It wasn't that big a deal. So we're going to just go ahead and pass it on. I could probably trade it, but I'm not going to bother because I know this girl also likes books like that. Listen to the Squawking Chicken. I think I'm going to try and trade this one. I just grouped it over here. So I don't know. Actually, I think I already did. So I think I might just pass it on because I think I did already trade this. I don't know. We'll see. And then A Confusion of Princesses by Garth Nix. This is by Elaine Liu, I believe. This is a really good book, actually. So, The Unidentified by Ray Maurice. I think I've already tried trading these, and I don't think she took them. The Summer I Learned to Fly by Dana Reinhardt. This book just, it was a good storyline. It just, I don't know, it just kind of fell flat for me. Or anticlimactic, that's what a lot of people say. So, I probably could trade it in. I don't know. Maybe I've already tried. I probably already tried. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and pass it on. Underneath Everything by Marcy Beller-Paul. This was a good story, a good book. It just didn't end the way I wanted. I was disappointed with the end. Clarice, Know and Love. I can't stand this shape of books. Or what do they call this? Mass market? I don't know what they call it, but those kind of pocketbook, they just drive me nuts. Problems with People. This was I didn't care for the stories in it, but I figured I'd just pass it on. Zigzag. This was a good book. I just didn't like the shape of it, but it was a really good story. So you might want to read it on the library app if you're like me and don't like the shape of it. I'm going to pass it on. And then Julie Heberlin, Lie Still. This was a really good book. I got this one from Dollar Tree as well. Most of these are from Dollar Tree or Book Outlet for really, really cheap. Or the library book sales. These are all Dollar Tree. And then Yellow Cake. I think this one was from Book Outlet, but it's Margot Lanigan. I've already read all the little stories in it. It was okay. It was good. I mean, I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't read it again. So I'm going to go check my shelf because I'm going to just make sure there's nothing else I want to throw in either box. And I'll be back. So the one box, I am also going to go ahead and throw in these 3 books. They're Red Kayak by Priscilla Cummings, The Journey Back by Priscilla Cummings, and Cheating for the Chicken Man. This is a trilogy. It was really good. I probably could trade one of them, but I'm not even going to bother. I think the one girl, I think she will like this box a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in her box. And I'm going to go ahead and give her this also because I don't use it anymore. Most of the recipes that I use, I've been using for a long time or whatever. I just don't cook like that anymore. And she's a young girl that recently, I think they've been married for maybe a year. So she hasn't even started her family or anything. So I think this would be great to pass on to her because I don't use it that much anymore. And then I have decided to keep 3 books, 3 out of the first haul that I showed you that came in. The rest of that haul, I'm going to pass to the one girl because I think she will like them. And then the second batch of books with the House of Night series and all that, I'm going to pass on. And this crockpot thing, I'm going to pass on to that girl. So the first box, I am unhauling 14 books to that girl. And the second girl, I'm unhauling 26 books with the crockpot recipe card thing. 26 of those. And then I'm going to trade at the trade store these books. And the first one is Cindy's Suppers Club. And the Ultimate Cookie Book. The One Block Feast. The Shadow Behind the Stars by Rebecca Hahn. This was a good book. I just don't think a lot of people understand perhaps the symbolism or something, but it was a good book. Bewitching, I realized I cannot trade it because it's from Thrift Books. So I am going to go ahead and add it to the second girl's box, the one that has 26 books. I'm going to go ahead and add it to her, so that'll be 27 books for her. And this one, these are all going to the trade store. I don't know if she'll take them or not. I won't know. I have that third bookshelf. It'll just go, those books that she won't take at the trade store just go back on there, and then I pass them forward to somebody who wants them later, like at Christmas time or this time. I usually do 2 or 3 really big unhauls like this, probably 2 to 4 times a year. Let's go with that. I'm going to go ahead and try to trade this one, The Blood-Covered Vampires. I think she'll take it because it doesn't look like it's... Oh, I don't think she'll take it because it's Thrift Books. I don't know. Unless I could get that off, she might take it. If I could get these... Oh, look. Yeah, it comes off. Woohoo! Okay, so if I could get the Thrift Book stickers off, she might take it. It's hard to say. I don't know. She may or may not. So I'll see if I could get that off or not. Because she won't take anything like that. If they're a library book or whatever, she won't take it. I'm going to go ahead and try and trade that one. And I'm going to try and trade this one. A Hungry Reader cooks her way through great books. So, we'll see. I don't know if she'll take this one because I ended up putting a ribbon in it. But then again, she might. I don't know. It's hard to say. I have no idea. So how many books am I trading? I'm going to try and trade 10. So we're just going to go ahead and pass this book. So instead of 26, it's 27 as we said. And then 10 books I'm going to go ahead and trade. I don't know if she'll take any of these, all of these, some of these, none of these. I have no idea. I never know what books that the trade store is going to take. Okay, so I think we are ready to wrap up this Unhaul. What do you guys think? Pretty good, right? It's always like that. I've always got books coming in or out. As I said, I usually do 2 or 3 big Unhauls, and I say big when they're like 50 books or more. That's a big haul to me, or a lot. Then I got little ones or little trades like 9 books, 10 books, something like that, or that I'm just taking to the trade store, or 1 or 2 books that I pass on to somebody who likes to read. I am going to add 5 more books to the trade store because I feel like, yeah, I can part with these now. I don't think I'm going to reread them, and even if I did want to reread them, I'd probably just get them from the library app now, or the library, if I wanted to reread them. And then it's Dark Water by Catherine Fisher. I enjoyed this story a lot, but again, it was the ending that fell flat for me or was anticlimactic for me. So I'm going to go ahead and try and trade this one at the trade store. This one is called Burning Blue by Paul Griffin. This is a really good book. I liked it from beginning to end, and what a twist at the end. I did not suspect who it was. So that was good. Jacqueline Baker's The Broken House. This is based off of, or this novel is based off of H.P. Lovecraft, like his, kind of like his love, not love, life. A little bit of his life. So it's a good novel. It was very well written, I believe. I think Jacqueline Baker did a really great job. Would I read it again? No, because I've already read it, and it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of one of those books that once you read it, you know it, you got it. And being that it's based off of a true author, there you go. And then A Season for Fireflies. This is a really cute story, Rebecca Maisel. I also have another book by her called Between Us and the Moon. I do have that book. That's why I wasn't going to trade this one yet, because I'm the type of person that if I have other books by the same author, I don't like to trade them. Or if I have a duology or a trilogy or a series or something like that by the same author, I don't like to get rid of the book until until I have read all the books by that author that I have or something like that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and try and trade this one just because I know I'm not going to read it again. And I do have it on my Goodreads that I have read it. So there you go. And I read this book. I can't remember if this is book 2 or book 1. Okay, but anyway, either way, I have read book 1 off the library app and book 2, or book 1 and then book 2. I think book 2 is the one that's on the library app. This is book 1. This is a great duology. So much fun. Kind of cheesy in some spots. The teens are kind of cheesy, but it is a good story if you like zombies and apocalypse and stuff like that. It was really good. So I think I gave it like 3 or 4 stars. I would recommend it if you're just in that kind of Halloween kind of spirit and you just want to read about zombies and apocalypse and kind of cheesy teenagers. It was good. So I'm going to trade those or add those to my trade, and I think that's it for this bigger haul. And I will probably do one as it gets closer to October, because 2 months that I buy the most books, not just like 1 or 2 here and there, are usually May, my birthday month, and October, which is, I feel like it's my half birthday or my other birthday because I like Halloween so much. But those are the twice a year that I buy a lot or a good amount of books. I know last year, I don't think it was Halloween that I bought a lot of books. I think it was, I got a lot of books for Christmas last year. So something like that. But I don't know, you change and you want books at different times of the year, or you get more into a pattern. I think the more you get to know authors and what you like to read or what genres are your favorite, you get, I don't know, I feel like you get better at picking out your books. That's what I think. Or you just get more picky picking out your books, or more specific. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unhaul. I'm not going to ramble anymore. I will see you guys next time on Books I Read. Later, bye!